Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. We've got another great edition of Bring It in the House podcast show where we spotlight musicians, entertainers, artists, and leaders. Get your meal, and we have a great meal for you tonight. This lady is super talented. She's traveled the world. She's an international recording artist and an LPN senior advocate. Let's give it up for Latina recording superstar, I call her,
Oh,
Rosanna Sor- let me get it right. Soretta.
Sarita.
Sarita. Okay.
Thank you.
Miss Rosanna Sarita is in the house with us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule. I know you're on the East Coast, right?
Correct.
And
And
I'm in Texas, Central Standard Time. So hey, that's a little bit of adjustment for you. We appreciate you so much. So we'd like to open up the show and you tell us. Well, I kind of already spilled the beans because I said you're on the East Coast. But tell us where you're from, Roseanne, and tell us about your alma mater, where you finished school, and a few things to get us going.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm really honored to be on your show, Millie. And welcome to everybody. I am from Hurley, New York, and that is up around 2 hours from New York City, north of New York City. And my alma mater was Onteora Central School, and nursing degree was from not too far away from here at in Port Ewan, New York.
Wow, so you have a nursing degree and you're a singer. Oh my gosh, what a great combination.
I love it. They call me the singing nurse.
The singing nurse. Isn't that beautiful? And how
Yes.
long have you been singing, Roseanne?
I have been singing since since I was young, but professionally 1980. I got my start at the Nevele Resort up in the Borscht Belt here, and my first recording was in 1979 that I did of an original song. Was my first kind of single, but I didn't, that I released on cassette tape back in those days.
Yeah, I remember cassettes. Do you remember the title of the song that you did?
Absolutely. Tribute, a song I wrote for my mom,
Mm.
God rest her soul, and Beauty of the Islands, both written in Hawaii, where she lived.
She lived. Oh, that's beautiful. And I guess she inspired you to write that. Your mom did. Was it
My mother, yes, she inspired me to sing, to use my gifts, and she was my biggest fan.
Oh,
Unfortunately, we lost her 3 years ago, but she's still here rooting
yeah.
for me.
She is. She is rooting for you. And my
Yeah.
condolences, for your loss. You understand. And so, how old? Well, not going to say how old, but can you go back? Do you remember like where you were when you first started singing? And you kind of got that like, hey, this is what I want to be. This is what I want to be. This is what I'm going to do
But
for the rest of my life.
I would say in the 70s, around 78,
Mhm.
I did my first like local singer songwriter thing at the Boyceville Inn in Boyceville, New York. I got up there with my guitar, and I mean, in high school, I did a play. I knew then, that's when I really wanted to do it, and that was like 77, 78, and but I didn't sing professionally until 1980. Yeah.
1980. Yeah. And how did your big break come about? How did you get into that major recording lane? Do you recall?
I would major that didn't come until 19 2001. one, I did my very first album. I wrote, arranged, and produced it. It was a
Mhm.
Christian album that I did called Spirit Wind, Worship Through the Storm. And
Mm.
actually, Through the Eyes of a Friend was on that album. And then I re-recorded it in 2019 on the album, and just took out the Lord instead of Through the Eyes of the Friend. I found Jesus. I put I found you to make it more mainstream. So that's when I started
Mhm.
um, really pursuing doing an album. It took 4 years to do the It's Called Love album. So I'm
Yeah.
just, I'm
So
getting my rhythm.
your rhythm. Well, it sounds like you've had your rhythm for a while, Roseanne. God,
I know. I just, I'm trying to get out there and tour. I haven't been able to tour because of COVID, and then things happening in life and with my career as a nurse. As a hospice nurse, I haven't been able to uh, tour.
right, right.
There's, but this year it's gonna happen.
This is your year. This is your year
Yes, it
for
is.
touring. I mean, as far as when it
For
comes to
everything, this is my year.
this is your year. I hear you. I hear you. So you're your own producer, your own manager, or do you have a private manager? Or you do it all.
I do everything. I write, arrange, and produce. I do have co-producers and co-arrangers. They actually write the charts because I don't write music down. I hear it in my head, I and then I have someone do the charts for me. But I sing it to them, and I say, write it down. This is the melody. This is the tempo. This is how I want it to do. And so I do have co-producers. I have a musical arranger who's my pianist, and we collaborate a lot on all my music. Pete Levin, he's an amazing artist, tours the world for over 50 years, and with great artists, Bill Evans, and you name it, he's played with them. So I'm really blessed that he lives in this area,
Yes, you
and
are.
we connected. So um,
Mhm.
I enjoy that.
Yes. And so you've written countless songs, and you've done so many different like cover tunes. Out of all the songs you've written, Roseanne, what would you say the work you're most proud of?
I would have to say that actually it's a two-part tribute, the song I wrote for my mother,
Mhm.
because it was a tribute to her and all mothers.
Yes.
Um, and then Through the Eyes of a Friend, a song I wrote for my friends who basically kept me alive and saved my life years ago after my car accident and everything that I went through. I think lyrically, those are my favorite songs that I've written. I mean, of course, we love all the songs we do. We
Yeah.
have our favorites. Those I'd have to say were my favorite. It's Called Love because that was the first contemporary jazz song I've ever written. And out of that whole progression of the Lord healing me, and I was able to walk again and get my life back after 5 years. And so I'd have to say It's Called Love because it was so different than anything I ever wrote. And it was a new genre for me. And so I'd have to say that. Those are
Speaking of
my,
genres, I didn't mean to interrupt, but you had told me before we went live, you say you have songs in all across the different genres, right?
absolutely, I am a multi genre songwriter and performer. I can perform just about anything. And I enjoy that. I like being eclectic. If something moves me, I just hear rhythms and melodies, and whether it's jazz or blues, and or pop. I have do pop, and now I'm getting into the country market, as I told you. So I'll be releasing I have two songs on my album. It's called Love, that are country-ish. And Stand Up and Be Counted is more like a country blues. And then Corners of Our Heart is a reminiscent song that's got a country flair. But my new song that will be coming out soon is called Back to My Heart. And I'm very excited about that. So I'll be getting back in the studio to finish just a few things on that. Just put a slide guitar in and my background vocals, because I do mainly all my background vocals. Sometimes I bring in a couple of ladies that I know to help, but this one I will do all myself, just like Hanging On for Love. I did all the background tracks to that as well.
And we're going to take a listen to that a little bit later. But I want to give some recognition to the viewers who are tuning in right now. Thank you, Arius. Thank you so much. He says, "Oh, how's Hawaii?"
I love Hawaii.
You love it? Yes,
Mhm.
I can imagine. I've never been, but my daughter and my son.
You need to go.
Yeah, that's.
I have a special tree, a palm tree, that I write my music in Hawaii. I get tremendous inspiration when I'm in Hawaii. My mom lived there for 43 years till she passed. So that's one of my favorite places in the world.
Oh, yeah, I hear that a lot. I'm going to have to make that visit. Yeah. And there's
Oh.
David Vaughn. Good evening. Thank you for tuning in. And Beverly, my classmate. Yeah, this is great to see.
Nice
Nice
to meet you all. Thank you.
Yes, yeah, we're speaking with the lovely international recording artist Roseanne Sarita and Sarita. I always say Sarita, but it's Sarita.
That's
So,
okay.
yeah, we're so happy to have you here. And let me see. Hey, Beverly. Yeah, they're all tuning in to you. So the single "Hang On," let me see, "Hang On to Your Love." Am I saying that right? We're gonna pull that
Hanging
up.
On for Love.
Hanging On for Love. I like that. Hanging
I'm
on.
still hanging on for love.
So when did you write that last year, or this was?
I actually no, I didn't write that. Well, we rearranged it. We did the lyrics are the same. We just shortened the whole song. It was on my 2019 It's Called Love album. And we did a new arrangement. We made it gave it a little flair. And then we had to cut out verse and chorus, so that it would be more radio ready.
Oh, yeah. Got to have those radio edits ready. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like it when it's long.
Yeah. Not too long. They got those commercial breaks and all that too. They got to consider. But yeah, you want to introduce your song to the viewers, to the world. Go ahead.
Yes, I will. This is Hanging On for Love by Roseanne Sarita, and my collaborator Pete Levin did the new arrangement on it, and with a special guest, Jay Collins, a very prominent sax player from here.
There's a burning in my heart where a dying ember glows, crying out for love deep within my soul. Standing in my loneliness, reaching out for happiness, just waiting. For you, 'cause
Millie. That is
Thank you.
so beautiful. You are so welcome. Oh, I love it. I don't know which one I learned. I love saxophone, how it complements you, but then piano, excuse me, piano, it does, the whole song, it goes well. I mean, the melody, everything. I like
Thank you
it. I
so
love
much. I really appreciate that. Pete,
excuse me.
Pete and Jay did an awesome job on it,
Yes,
and we work very well
yes,
together.
yes.
I'm blessed.
Excuse me.
It's doing very well.
Yes, yes, yes. So they can hear that on YouTube, Spotify, all those other outlets, right?
Everywhere, Spotify, Deezer, iTunes,
Yeah.
Bandcamp, on my page.
Excuse me. My allergies this time of the year. So I get the little tickle in my
Mm.
throat. I have to make sure I'm drinking enough water because I talk a lot.
You gotta
The
hydrate.
lovely, yes, proper hydration. Yes, you guys, if you're just tuning in, this is the lovely Roseanne Sarita, international recording artist, and she's got so much going on. She'll tell us a lot more. Before we started tonight, you told me you had 6 nominations for the Red Carpet Awards in Europe coming soon this year, right?
Yes, September 19th, I get the honor of performing there as well. So for the first time, it's my first time to Europe.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I know you are. I mean, life is full of surprises, and your gift is taking you everywhere. How does it feel when you hear your music, like, you know, like on the radio or on the internet or whatever? What kind of feeling do you get when, I mean, the
It's
first
surreal.
time? It's surreal.
It's real. I love it. I love it, and but I'm always listening as a musician, and
Yeah.
we can be critical. I get very critical of myself. Like, oh, wait a minute, did I hear something or not? So,
Mhm.
but I help mix. In the mixing process, every process of every song that I do, I'm a part of it all, editing and the mixing, and um, but I love it, and I specifically love when people message me. I had a friend in Costa Rica. He was on vacation, and he messaged me. He goes, "Roseanne, we're in a cafe, and they're playing your song," and I get really excited when I get messages like that, and
I
it's
know.
an honor to be heard, all over the world. And that's my dream, is to create music that inspires people. And when I hear it, I feel good. It makes me feel good.
I know. I know it's a good feeling. And I'm honored. I know it's also a good feeling. I was reading that you've had 3 singles to be in the top Indie Alliance chart back in 2021. Is that correct?
That's true. And also in 2019, the main singles were It's Called Love, of course, which I have the music video, and
Mhm.
it's the title track of my album. It's Called Love, and When the Heart Speaks. It was another track from that album, and then a co-write with a collaboration I did with a wonderful artist, and very good friend now, David Howard, and was number one as well. I've I've actually had other ones that were number one in the Indie Alliance tribute, and Through the Eyes of a Friend. So it's always an honor to be recognized in any platform for your works. And I'm really blessed by all the radio DJs and promoters, and you know, my fans, everybody that has given me opportunities to be heard.
Yeah.
And so I just thank God every day that I
Every day.
have that faith. That
Yes. Yes. That is such an honor. And then you have your own music company, right? Sarita Music.
Yes, I do. It's based out of Hurley, where I live, because I don't have a big studio. I'm just putting together a small studio in my home, and it's basically me. I am Sarita Music, but I hope to have the funding to um, help other artists and to produce for other people. I can produce without funding, but for the actual Sarita Music productions, I produce shows. If you would like me to do a 60s show or whatever you would like, you want a jazz cabaret, you want a tribute show, I'll produce it and I'll perform it, and I'll get the performers and the bands and situate everything. I sell every ticket, I do everything. So
Oh
that's
my
kind of like my production. I have to do everything. so
God.
um, so I'm trying to expand it. Like I said, my nursing career had to basically come first, because home care is just so scarce right now, having nurses and people to take care of our seniors. And I'm an advocate, and that's my heart. Music and nursing that's my passion in life.
And so you have like a dual career. So I'm just like, how do you manage all of that? I mean, you got your music career, which is in full blast. It's going, and then you're an LPN senior advocate. Tell us, how'd you get over into the medical field?
Actually, I've been an LPN since 1978. I'm dating myself. But so it's 46 years now, off and on. I through high school back in the day, and Onteora had a program. If you qualified, you could go to the BOCES program here in Port Ewan for 2 years while you were in high school. So when I graduated in 1978, I graduated as an LPN from the
Wow.
nursing school. So
Oh,
I had to take another summer of clinicals to finish it and then take my state boards. But I've had my nursing license since 1978, and I've always been a geriatric nurse. That's my heart, the seniors, and I love it. I just loved it. I did nursing home work at first through an agency. I never worked for an establishment. I always did private duty home care. I went in as a private contract to nursing homes. So I've done that ever since, off and on. I mean, I had a family. I had to, and I did pediatrics for a couple of years, but 3 years, but that wasn't my field. Geriatrics is my heart.
Patrick, is your heart? Well,
And you
that's
do,
a lady with a big heart.
yeah, I love my seniors. I will do anything for them. I do shows actually to raise money for Meal on Wheels, or if there's a need anywhere, I'll do shows for any charity. I have a real heart for charity.
Yes, yes. Well, we've really enjoyed you on the show. Time is really going fast. We've had some more some more viewers to tune in. Hi, Ramil. My daughter is watching, and she says 6 nominations is awesome. She's giving you a
Thank you
pound.
so much. So nice to meet you.
Yeah, and
Uh,
Shirley Bean, a family member, she's like, "Hello, family." So yeah, we got people tune in, and we appreciate you guys. So um, Roseanne is telling us all about her extraordinary career. Any shout outs to anyone you want to give? Shout outs.
of course, we shout out to my family. I want to shout out to my Desiree. Thank you for this opportunity, Desiree. I've just has been really helping me to reemerge into the music, getting out there and doing interviews. And of course, Keith Gilchrist, my promoter from the beginning. I love him. He's a dear friend. My other promoter, Kaden Gordon, who's helping me with the Nashville thing, and Dave Howard, who I'm writing. I'm going to be doing a lot of co-writes this year. That's my plan, and performing and touring. I'm going to go to Italy with him, and my family, of course. I love you all, and my fans, because without you, I can't do this. And for everybody that supports me,
Mhm.
Big love and blessings to all of you and to all the viewers. Thank you so much for coming and supporting me. And to you, Miss Mills, thank you. God bless
Thank you
you. And
for
I really
coming.
appreciate it. Such a pleasure.
Yeah, pleasure's mine. Pleasure's mine. Oh, and you also mentioned that you had a few giveaways when we were back.
Yes, I do have some giveaways. I have the It's Called Love album that I will send to
Mhm.
whoever you want me to send it to. And I have for one lucky guest, you get to have my Sarita t-shirt with my saying that this is my saying. Well, no, this is just says Roseanne Sarita, but I also have a couple of stickers with my favorite saying: "When the heart speaks, the whole world listens," and
Amen.
that's my motto. So always lead with love and let your heart speak.
Mhm.
So I have some giveaways, so I'll need your help to let me know who to get it to.
Yes, yes.
And
Call me. Call that number, guys. You heard her. She's got the music. She's got the T-shirts. The
that's
469-544-9022. Call right now. Leave a message, and I'll get that information over to Roseanne, and she'll get that out to you. So let her know what size T-shirt that you want, and or is it one size?
I have one left. I gave a whole bunch away. I think this is a medium. This is a medium woman's. I ran out of the man's ones. I have a small and I think I have a medium
Okay.
that's
Well,
available.
hey guys, if that's your size, give us a call right now, 469-544-9022. She's got two
But you can
T-shirts.
all have a CD.
You can all have a CD. That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. Okay, so don't forget to call me so we can make that happen. Leave that message with your, shipping address and everything, and we'll take care of you. Okay. Oh yeah, no, we wanted to give a shout out to your family. We had some pictures of your love. Oh, your grandson.
Noah Michael. He's going to be a musician.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, Millie. He's already. There's
there
my
he is.
son. It's my other. Yeah, it's my youngest. And there's my Noah Michael. He was just here last weekend. My joy.
It's
There he is.
adorable.
I have a picture of
Absolutely.
my daughter in there because she doesn't like her picture out there. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but I have a
So I,
beautiful
I don't.
daughter.
Yeah, I didn't. Those are the only three that I
Yeah.
shared. So, congratulations again on all your success. Do you have any last words of encouragement or anything you want to share before you go?
I just encourage everybody to follow their passion.
Yep.
And, I'm not afraid to say I'm 65 and I just turned 65 in November and I'm just going on my first tour, and I'm just branching out. I'm doing the collaborations and all these doors are opening for me and I'm just so excited. Um, so never, no matter what you go through in life, have faith that no matter how dark it looks, tomorrow a new day is dawning. I encourage you all. I know because I speak from experience. And never give up. Just never give up. Don't allow anything to stop you from your destiny. And just do what makes your heart sing
Amen.
and be a blessing. That's all.
All right. Woo! Thank you so much, Roseanne. I would
Thank
love to
you.
catch one of your shows, or you can come to Austin.
Absolutely. I told you, I'm going to go out to Texas. That's my goals this year is to start performing more because I perform with all these top musicians. They're always on tour. So I can only do like a few big shows a year. So this year I'm changing that up.
Well,
And
it's a place downtown called Parker's, and they have live bands. And I'm gonna give you their information when we get off the screen.
wonderful. I appreciate it.
downtown.
And we'll meet. There will be a front row VIP's tickets for you.
Thank you so much, guys. Everybody, thank you so much. Give it up for Roseanne Sarita.
Thank
Yay!
you so much.
We
Thank you
really
for coming, everyone. I really
enjoyed
appreciate your support. It's a
it.
blessing.
And we'll see you next time right here on Bring It in the House.